It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is being brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit, or you can hop on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT, digital.net. And make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. Joining me on the program today is none other than my cat from the NYC, aka Rucker Park. Oh, brother Rich. I see you. I see you got some new moves. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not buying
good
that.
to see you, sir. How's the weather in Dallas?
You know what I'm saying? You just can't wait to get your yeah, anywho, and on the other side,
I didn't ask you how you doing.
You don't want Double J to get his intro? Yeah, right. Joey James, aka Double J. Tell the people what you say. Oh my gosh, the outlaw. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Oh, now you want to see it again? Absolutely not. Double J, what's happening? Tell them what you say.
Oh, it's a beautiful day, but unfortunately, I'm not in LA.
I see right now you and Brother Rich, y'all like the Korskin brothers. Y'all just got to get the buttons. And then one more time, we got my man TJ, aka Shadow Man. Look at him. Yes. He flopping. He got leg cramps, baby. Leg cramps. And then last but not least, we got my man, my cousin Tariq Abdul Rahman from the ATL in Cleveland, our boxing analyst for the day for our first segment of the show. T, what's up?
What's happening?
It's all to the good. Okay, before we get started, I want to send a shout out to my man, Chris Bosch. Yes, that's right. That's right, Chris Bosch, for making an appearance at none other than the Formula One United States Grand Prix today. Yes, he was there. Yes, he was there. Yeah. Y'all know racing is my first love. Really, it is. Vroom, vroom. They was going fast, baby. They was going fast. But again, shout out to my man, Chris Bosch, because, you know, most times people don't think, most people think that basketball players and football players are somewhat dumb jocks or whatnot. But no, the man done broadened his horizons. Yes, he is an F1, Formula One, that is, participant, or he was a participant at today's Grand Prix. All right. Our first item up for bid is none other than, or should I say titled, Brawlin Ain't Boxing. Now, here's why I'm saying that, and here's why Tariq is here today. First, actually, I'm gonna let my man Reek weigh in on. Let me back up. Let me do it this way, and then I'll bring you in, Reek. I'm sure by now we've all seen the Deontay Wilder. Hello, can y'all? You know what? Is a doorbell ringing? Was you door dashing now? My gosh, every week this is what we got to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
You door dashing.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've all seen the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 3, right? That's what it was. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, yeah. Sir. But anywho, a lot of people are saying that fight was a great fight. And I'm asking them, based on what? Not the sweet science, right? So let me go around the room right quick and just get you all's responses on that right there. Double J, in your opinion or estimation, was that a great fight?
No.
Okay, all right. I mean, you don't need to say no more. Brother Rich, in your opinion, estimation, was that a great fight?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. All right. We 3 for 3 now. Let's see if we can bat 5 for 5. TJ, Mr. Shadow Man, aka speaking for the Kang. I don't know, the Lion Kang, maybe. Was that a great fight?
I wouldn't say so.
Oh, okay. And then last but not least, we come into our expert, our analyst right here. Reek, did you think that was a great fight? I can't hear you. What you say?
We are all in agreement. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't a great fight. Good, good. You all have to excuse us. We got a little technical difficulties on Reek's end because he's using his cell phone, so bear with us. Reek, if you could, just maybe when you speak, just turn your volume up just a little bit. But anyway, here's what I come to. Now, I wasn't going to even talk about this fight, all right? Until I happened to come across, I can't even say happened to come across, somebody sent me a link to DAZN, DAZN, or DAZN, or whatever you call that network. Now, we all know DAZN or DAZN is a fight network, okay? They show little kids fighting, they show UFC, they show boxing, they just got a variety of all types of fights. But it is not specific to boxing. DAZN put a list out, and I'm not going to go through all the names on the list, okay? You all can go to DAZN's website to check out all the names they put on the list. But their top 10 greatest heavyweights of all time. I'm sick of hearing that all time. It's being used so loosely, the term it is, so loosely. People saying it for anything. Man, he was the greatest Fisher-Price dunker in all time. Stop it. Cut me in or cut it out. I said of all time. And who do they have on the list? Tyson Fury. Not Deontay Wilder, which I thought they might, but Tyson Fury. So I'm saying to myself, seriously, of all time? So I got to looking through a few other, let's say, sites specific to boxing. One in particular, well, no, actually, PBF is called Pro Boxing Fans, the Fight City, TFC, and the Ring Magazine. The Ring Magazine been around for quite some time now. They also did lists. Pro Boxing Fans did a top 10 list. The Fight City did a top 12 list. And the Ring did a top 20 list. And this is the greatest heavyweights now of all time. And guess what? On none of those lists, or none of those sites, did they have Wilder or Fury listed as one of their however many fighters' greatest heavyweights of all time. So I'm saying to myself, if these specific boxing publications did not have these guys listed, then who is DAZN? Okay, I'm telling you, it's a recency bias type thing. So Reek, tell me or tell us, as far as a trilogy goes, was it a great trilogy, or was it something to be? I mean, everybody's all up in arms, or all like I said, all excited about it or whatnot. Give us your take.
Well, I believe that it wasn't, but I said before this third fight went on, I said that Deontay Wilder can't beat Fury.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
imagine that.
He can't even really box for real. He just got a good punch. He can hit hard, but he can't box at all.
So you didn't see the sweet science either, did you?
No.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The first fight, he dropped him 2 times in the first fight, and it was a draw. So therefore, if he would have dropped him just 1 time, he would have lost.
So that means early on in the fight, he wasn't really doing too much.
No.
Mm-hmm. And
quick, in both fights, in the first fight and the third fight, he also, when he dropped him, it was a long count for both fights. So he really technically should have knocked Fury out.
Imagine that. Imagine that. I hope y'all out there listening. We're going to come to the other panelists here in a second. I want to say, Reek, if you would, right quick, we lost him, unfortunately. Doggone it. That's the thing about cell phones when you're using this platform for whatever reason. Unfortunately, sometimes if you get another call or whatever the case may be, if it rings, it'll go out. Hopefully he join us back. So hopefully he get back with us here in a second, because I do want to ask him a few other things. But here you go. Well, my bad. All right. Okay, that was quick. Hold on. Let's see if he pop up here. Let's give it a day. Oh, okay. What, you sideways this time? Oh, okay. Now we back. All right. We got you back vertical. Do me a favor, Reek. Let everybody here know, and the viewers out there that's watching. Shout out to all the folks out there that's watching. We're gonna give you the button one more time. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you again bear with our technical difficulties, Reek, I didn't tell everybody, or I didn't let folks know what makes you the expert. Would you give us a brief bio, or a little brief part of your bio and why you are in boxing, our boxing analyst, I should say?
I was boxing since I was like 9, and when I was 18, I was heading to the Olympics. I was on the USA team, but I was in a real bad car accident, and it stopped my boxing career.
And list some of the fighters that you had that most people might know of right now, and the connection that you have. Like, for instance, Yaya, or should we say Johnny McClain, Layla Ali.
Yeah. When I was living in Atlanta, I was in the Golden Gloves. I used to train with Yaya. His name was Johnny McClain at the time. He changed to Yaya. And he eventually
Speak up, son. Speak up.
I said he eventually married Layla Ali.
Right. Yeah, Johnny McClain.
We used to go to Florida and fight Roy Jones camp. So I know Roy Jones pretty good. Pernell Whitaker, he used to come to Atlanta because him and Holyfield was real good. They went to the Olympics together, so he used to come and chill to Atlanta and spar with us. So
yeah, whatever you did just now, we could hear you better. So whatever you did, kind of maybe trying to keep doing that. Hey, you know what? Right quick, let me throw in Vernon Forrest. I don't like to really do what ifs, but what would you say about Vernon Forrest in today's boxing game?
Oh, he still have been an elite fighter right now.
And what you say about Winky Wright?
Winky Wright, he's good too. Nobody really wanted to fight him. He was kind of most slept fighter. He had good defense, and he didn't hit that hard, but he can box, and accumulation of punches will get you out of there.
Good stuff. TJ, we come to you right now. Brother Rich will be rejoining us here in a moment. He went to go get a glass of water or a cup of juice or something like that. TJ, help me out here now. Help me out. Give me your take.
What's up?
Give me your take on the Wilder fight.
I mean, I don't think it's you talking about the trilogy or just that fight right there?
Just that fight, period.
Man, for me, I mean, I like to see entertaining fight, but as far as all of the fights I've seen in my short time watching boxing, that's a guy who just throwing one hand the whole time, one heavy haymaker. That's not boxing to me, from what I've been watching and what I've been taught. And then the other guy, Fury, he's technical and all, but I don't know. I don't think their styles even matched at all. Like, it wasn't entertaining for me. He just got beat up the whole fight, it seemed like. I'm not Fury, but Wilder.
And what's interesting, or should I say, speaking of styles make fights, that's what I'm saying. What style from either one of these dudes suggested the sweet science, Double J?
That's what's really the most intriguing by this. I feel like they're reaching, and it could just be the unfortunate truth that the sport itself is somewhat
dying.
Because you're really grasping at straws. As even TJ just pointed out, you could say that Fury, is a technical boxer and simply wore down Wilder throughout that fight. But at the same time, there was nothing. It wasn't clinical. It wasn't just on full display. And again, you don't get knocked down twice if you're in complete control. And the conspiracy theorists, throwing out the slow count there, to try to again continue to kind of, you're pulling, grasping at straws here.
Don't say that word, Double J. That's not a real word.
What's not a real word?
Conspiracy theorists. That's not. I'm just telling him that.
Stop it.
No, I'm just letting him know that ain't a real word.
Who said it wasn't a real word?
Listen, man, I ain't trying to.
No, go ahead.
I'm not trying to start no fireworks.
Okay, yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, we got my man Reek back. I don't know. Yeah, them cell phones, boy.
Leave me alone, barbershop. You better tell my little nephew to leave me alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, man. Yeah, I'm just
tell the rest up.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, come on, man. I didn't say no names. I just said it's not a word anymore.
Yeah. Anyway,
you better tell him the rest up. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell him the rest is next. I'm gonna go get him one of them pillows they use on United Flights 317. Brother Rich. I mean, briefly, just tell me when you saw that fight or whatnot. Encapsulate that.
What? Look, that fight was more for the culture than anything else. It was not, that fight was a culture.
Okay.
That was the Great White Hope versus the community activists.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna be with 100,000 with you on the game. So let's keep it what it is. And so this was not a fight of, this wasn't Ali versus Frazier. This was what it was. This was a young man who picked up the sport of boxing later in his life, who did it to support his family, who saw it as a way to support his daughter. It was a beautiful story. And then you had this big, plotting, overwhelming, gargantuan-sized fighter that was a pretty effective knockout puncher in his career and has done quite well. And he has a perfect background. So this was a Hollywood scripted trilogy. And unfortunately, if you were backing Wilder, you definitely, as Tariq, the boxing expert, told us, you were definitely backing the left field of the fighters. And all of us knew that going into it, he wasn't the guy that was, he didn't have Ali's skill. Let's be honest. We weren't looking at Larry Holmes here. We were looking at a young man who picked up this game based on his size, based on somebody telling him you could get into boxing and make some money to take care of your family, and him do.
Would you use George Foreman?
Exactly. Good example. Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah.
Dang, TJ. TJ, you've been doing some homework, ain't you?
Because he's representing the king. He's talking about Michael Jackson. Michael, you representing the king, Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even about to go down that road about Michael Jackson.
Why not?
Yeah, because that's
the road of King Jesus. You're not going down that road?
Yeah, don't go down that road.
You ain't representing no other king on this here program.
Yeah, no, that's a dead end. Don't go down that road. It's flies on it. Like the powdered sugar on the pile of dog stuff. All right, Rick, we're going to come to you one more time, man, and go and get you out of here, man, so you can do your 1-2.
Tell you something else about Wilder.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, so he added on 30 more pounds for this fight when he shouldn't have. That he did good. He had a good game plan in the beginning. He was jabbing, looking good in the first 2 rounds, but after the 3rd round, he was dog tired.
Good point.
And if he talked about the second fight, that costume that he wore before entering the ring was too heavy, 30 pounds heavier, and tired him out.
Yeah.
What make him want to gain 30 pounds for the whole duration of the fight?
Hey,
exactly.
Tyreek, what's Wilder's age? Ain't he a little bit older? Is he like 37, 36 or something?
I'm not really sure how old he is. I think he's probably about like 35.
Yeah, like I wish he was a little younger, like 28 or something.
What difference does that make?
I think he ran out of energy like in the 2nd round. I think he had more stamina if he was a little younger.
Man, George Foreman fought till he was 90. Rick,
we're about to see Logan Paul and Mike Tyson in the year.
Yeah, I doubt that. Rick, your audio.
Logan Paul don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I thought that deal was done.
Foreman did it. He did it after he was 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. George Foreman was 112 years old, man, and was still knocking dudes out. And
my boy B Hopkins.
Oh, what you know? You don't know nothing about the execution, man. Cut it out. Cut me in and cut it out. And George Foreman, mind you, after he would at 70 would knock somebody out, he would hand him a George Foreman grill. Here's a parting gift for you showing up today and making me a couple extra $100, baby. All right, Rick, man, we appreciate you for joining us, man. We're gonna go and let you go do your 1-2, man. Shout out to my man Rick for joining us.
All right, peace out.
It's all good. Yes, sir. We're sorry about the little technical difficulty. We appreciate all y'all that stayed with us. We're gonna get him a setup. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get him a setup because we're gonna have him back on the next time because we're gonna revisit boxing as it stands. I'm sure we're gonna cover that later on down the line. We're gonna make sure I get him set up so that when he come back through, he can he can be heard a little bit better. You know what I mean? It won't sound all crunchy and crispy or whatnot. So
now let's get this drum set up real quick.
Man, our next item. What happened? Okay, Brother Rich, now you breaking up. Oh, what y'all trading places now? What the heck is going on today, man? Man, y'all, I don't know what's going on with y'all today, man.
He probably using that Jordan brand Wi-Fi, man. That Michael Jordan.
Oh, wow.
Real.
I mean, Jordan make a lot of stuff, but his shoes is the only thing I will buy.
And the room went silent. All righty then. Anywho, Brother Rich, don't
get
him.
Or butter.
Get the sign. Don't get him right now, Brother Rich. Wait. Don't get him right now.
Can you continue with the program and not allow for the comedy circle to continue to interrupt us? I don't want to laugh.
Exactly. You talking about the
I
circus.
told you I didn't know this young man was so fine at his comedic routine. I mean, he literally just got me on the floor inside thing laughing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm talking about my stomach is hurting over here. Yeah, it really is.
Not when in any city we go to. Listen, let me get some facts on this program. Not when in any city we go to. Detroit, Cleveland, Dallas, where you are, LA, where I am. You can go to any Nike store, wherever you are right now. You got many homes. I'm just saying wherever you might be. But
whatever. That's why you're breaking up right now.
A line of people out front trying to get Jordan brand anything, in particular the sneakers. So I don't know what this year. I ain't never seen a line to get no. Excuse me. Let's move on with that. Continue,
can we move on?
Yeah, we're just the shoes, but go ahead. I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
whatever.
Right. Yeah,
it is Jordan brand though. It is MJ. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Brother Rich, you breaking up too now all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on today, but we're going to work through this thing. Again, we want to shout out the viewers that staying with us right now. If you want to, if the few folks out there that's watching us, you know what I'm saying, all 500,000 of y'all, yay, we appreciate you. Absolutely. If you all want to leave comments or questions or whatnot during this live program, absolutely do so. And we'll show your comment here or your question up on the screen while we are in the program or during this broadcast. Like I said, our second item up for bid, which I said that 25 minutes ago, is our NFL pick'ems for week 8. Now, shout out to my man, Mr. Palmieri, if I'm saying that, Dominique Palmieri, if I'm saying that correctly. I don't want to be butchering your last name. He suggested on our last program, our last rendition of the Shop of Soda, or you want to call that, and maybe ask, are you all doing predictions? So we switched up from our Gridiron Games to now we're doing predictions, NFL predictions for the following week. So y'all just try to stay along with us. I know sometimes it gets to be a little bit like, where's Waldo? I know that button was for me, and so is this one. Anyway, we start off with the next Thursday night's game, Packers at the Cardinals. They did the Cardinals, boy. Woo-wee. I think somebody on the program mentioned the Cardinals a couple times, a time or two here. We won't give them no credit, though. We will give them this.
Brother, if he had said the Cowboys or the Canes, and he would be lauded.
Yeah, got you.
Of course. Although, if you recall, someone in the group chat threw his predictions out there and said that the Cowboys would be potentially in the NFC title game.
What?
Yeah, you must have missed that.
Boo! Anywho,
what do you mean? You have a residency.
Oh, sorry, my bad. My senility kick in. Sometimes I'll be hitting the wrong buttons. Sometimes I hit the wrong buttons.
We're about to make this program very, very popular.
Yeah. And why is that? Go ahead and get a button.
This segment right here on this gambling, watch what's about to happen.
Oh, boy, please. Packers at the Cardinals. TJ, who you got next Thursday night? Packers at the Cardinals. Who you got?
Well, I'm a big Kyler Murray fan. I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan too, but I think the Cardinals got something special going on this year, man. And I take the Cardinals. I like their receivers. I like their defense. Like I said, I think Kyler Murray might be the MVP this year. He might win the MVP. So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Okay. All right. Double J, who you got? Packers at the Cardinals next Thursday night.
It'll be interesting to see where the line ends up because, of course, the reality of it is Rodgers and Devontae Adams is arguably one of the most lethal combos that in all time. However, and
All
this
right,
is
that's
also
fair.
where you would expect a young quarterback to potentially experience a little bit of a setback and a pitfall. But based on what we just seen a few hours ago with how they played against Houston, a team that they should have just absolutely rolled over. It stayed close for a little bit too long, and then they pulled away. I think maybe their antennas are going to be up, and I'm going to still side with Arizona on this one.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah, a young quarterback, maybe if what he got around him was if maybe Mark Eaton was a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? You got DeAndre Hopkins. You got DeAndre Hopkins and AJ Green. I mean, my gosh.
It's not even that. It's so much deeper than that. I mean, the fact that you have Rondale Moore emerging as the superstar, which to get him when they did in the draft was just, the metaphorical cherry on top for that receiving core. Incredible.
Double J, did I hear you say that tandem of receiver and quarterback is one of the greatest of all time? I thought we weren't using that like that today.
No, he didn't say. TJ. Okay, so TJ, you coming on here to be an antagonist? That's what you're doing?
I'm Double J.
Yeah.
Why would you say such a thing? But
what you mean? Why would he say such? No, don't put that out there and not expound on it.
He said it. I want to know why he says that.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. No, see, TJ, you trying to start stuff. That's what you're trying to do.
We get to the NBA portion.
I like Devontae Adams though.
When we get to the NBA portion of this program, you're gonna speak to Rupert, yeah, nephew.
Yeah, brother Rich, you breaking up for whatever reason, man. I don't know what's
I
going
don't
on.
know. I'm on this. I'm in a different studio, but I'm on the internet. And I'm hardwired in. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. But it's all good. I heard the last part you said. Yeah, when we get to the NBA portion, yeah, let him have it. Let him give him the business.
Yeah, that's why I'm holding up here.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm be on 9th Street with the Polish boys.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, that's Cleveland. That's Cleveland's signature.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that Polish boy. Yeah, it's banging.
Yeah, it's something different. They don't know what they missing.
They sure don't. Now I'm trying to tell you right now. Chicago got deep dish. I forget what New York got. And let me say this too.
They got rats.
They got what?
Hey, nephew, stop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this.
Disrespectful. I was instructed to hold off and get to the NBA portion to deal with you, but come on, you're getting out of line now. You stepping out of line.
You see what I'm saying?
He didn't know what New York had, so I was just helping him out. He got big sewer rats.
Nephew.
Yeah, that was my brother. Yeah, you was dead wrong for that, TJ. Oh, but right quick, let me say this about New York City. For all you Krispy Kreme, I don't know why it shouldn't be a free plug, but okay, anyway. All you Krispy Kreme donut lovers out there, y'all don't know nothing. I'm telling you, Pathmark was doing it first, baby.
This is a fact. These are that have been spoken today on this speed program.
Yeah, Pathmark was they've been doing it years ago. But who did we come to? Brother Rich? Did you already?
Yes, I wanted to weigh in on this because I want to say this. I'm taking the other side of this argument.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here's why I'm saying this. These are the kinds of games that I believe that you cannot count out a kind of player that is Aaron Rodgers. This is the kind of signature moment where he says to the whole world, I am one of the best to ever do this. And he performs to that level and he beats the young upcoming. Everybody knows Double J has put it down with this from day one. He's been early on this, that Kyler Murray has arrived. He told us that. So we know that nobody denied that. Nevertheless, Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. And he's still at a point in his career where he can produce at a level where he can remind us again that against this up-and-coming generation, I still am who I am. So I can see that happening, but he didn't do his thing like that.
Okay, so you're picking the Packers. But anyway, for all of Aaron Rodgers' alleged, I hope you're watching, alleged and proposed greatness or whatever it is, I got 2 numbers for you, 1 and 4. Yeah, let's move on.
Super Bowl. That was an unnecessary button, sir. This is not the Super Bowl. We're talking about a game in regular season where he says, I'm here to. I know who this young boy is. Everybody know that he's here, but I'm about to show him something. That's all it is.
Yeah. They're gonna roll in the Arizona. They're gonna roll into Arizona and get rolled over. I'm telling you that right now. I'm picking the Cardinals.
Remember,
by the way,
remember when I say next week, check the program, check the tape.
Yeah. Okay, got you.
Well, check that line. I'm telling you, this can go one of two ways, and one of which is reminiscent of Tampa versus Green Bay about a year ago.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Double J.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, you mean like in the NFC Championship? Yeah.
What was Devontae Adams then?
Yeah, you got the ball back 3 extra possessions. Yeah, yeah, and then went down there and looked like Jeff Hostetler.
I didn't say it.
Anyway, in the first of our next Sunday's games, yeah, that's what I'm sticking to that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it like a fly on honey. Isn't that bad? All right, anywho. Give myself a button. TJ, who you got? Panthers at the Falcons. Or you're not interested?
I'm definitely not interested. But let me see. And this off the head. I'm gonna say the Falcons, man. Matt Ryan, I'm gonna go with the Falcons, man. And
okay,
Panthers, I like the Panthers running back, but
he ain't there.
Yeah, I don't see that going on for them.
My fantasy team will tell you he ain't there.
Hey, but I'll tell you what. What's the tight end's name that they took with the with the 4th pick, 5th pick, or something or another? What's his name here? The guy from Florida.
You're talking about Pitts for Atlanta.
Pitts is balling now, lightweight. He's starting to show up now.
Well, no, yeah, but so is Cordero Patterson.
Well, Cordero, yeah. Well, I mean, I liked him in Minnesota, to be honest with you. I did. You know what I mean?
But it's very interesting. I'll save it for my turn on that. But
okay, got you. Brother Rich, who you got? Panthers at the Falcons.
I'm forced to take the Falcons because the Panthers are a damaged team. They hurt. Just like we were pointed out just now, the running back who makes up the majority of what we're looking for. Come on now. So that's what we're talking about. That's the heart and soul of the team. So we got to go to the Falcons at this point.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Sam Darnold was looking like Sam Darnold. Did not Arnold. Didn't take long for that. Double J, who you got? Panthers at the Falcons.
Well, the frustrating part, and I'm sure every fantasy owner that's out there, when McCaffrey went down and then he showed signs of life roughly 10 days later, and then goes on IR, it's very much looking like he's not going to play until the conclusion, so 2 weeks time from that game, which is after their bye week.
Oh, really?
Because of that, well, in addition to that, it was proven that, of course, I call him Chumbawamba, but Chuba Hubbard might as well be Chumbawamba because he's not a suitable replacement. And as Bro Rich just pointed out, and as well as yourself, that when teams know you're one-dimensional now, that they can, again, just rather than load up the box, they'll put pressure on you, and then of course they'll be waiting to pick you off too. So as great as DJ Moore has been, and Sam Darnold to an extent, the reality of it is without McCaffrey, they have lost every single game, and that streak is going to continue. Meanwhile, Atlanta, despite not being great, this is the healthiest they've been from a receiving core standpoint since week 2. And now moving forward, despite Mike Davis, speaking of Carolina, so former Carolina running back Mike Davis still gets the nod as the starter. But as I alluded to a moment ago, Cordero Patterson has reemerged as a beast, both on the field and certainly in the hearts of the fantasy owners that have him as well.
Okay, I ain't mad at you. I'll tell you who TJ, you find that funny? Ha ha, Helen.
You know who he's a fan of. Of course he finds it funny.
No, listen.
He find everything from comedians in the world. His job is to be a comedian.
I'll tell you.
Your day coming, Rich. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I
was
only laughing because
it's gonna be Kobe Day soon. What day is Kobe Day? Tell me what day is Kobe Day.
Yeah, because you're not old enough to say that.
But listen, I was only laughing because he said fantasy. I think he about to say fans. I'm like, damn, this is
that's why you were talking about. Oh, that's why you were laughing, because you thought it was about fantasy island where you live.
They're playing, boss. They're playing.
Fantasy island. We played.
Oh, excuse me. Shadow Man. Yeah, Shadow Man. I'll tell you who I'm picking between the Panthers and the Falcons.
Who?
The Edmonton Eskimos.
Shout out to, I believe my buddy Akeem Shavers is on
I'm surprised he didn't pick the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, right. Hey, I already had that button lit up because I knew you was coming with some shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? Enough with the shenanigans.
He loved the Cowboys and he loved LeBron, man.
Oh, man.
He loved LeBron.
TJ, when I see you at work, don't come up talking to me no more, man. We fighting. We fighting. I'm telling you right now. You being disrespectful.
But why?
Because you talk about I love the who. I'm not going to even repeat that because I almost couldn't get it up.
First of all, I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about the
but do you see the shoe fit there?
Yeah,
that's the point. That's why we all thought he was
the red button on that one.
I'm gonna buy him 2 pair. I'm gonna buy him a pair too, man.
Oh man,
it tastes like liver with no onions. All three of y'all's favorite meal, I guess. Yeah, right. And sing. Brother Rich, Dolphins at the Bills. I'm picking you for first on this one because I know you're getting ready to talk about the wagons and
no. Interestingly enough, because I have to go with actual facts and what's real, what I'm looking at. I would have to go with Buffalo in this and say that they're going to run through and over your Miami team, the Miami Hurricanes, Dolphins, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think
absolutely the Buffalo Bills.
I think Brother Richard is breaking a record for buttons on this show. I was keeping a count since last week.
How is that?
3,417. You know what I'm saying? And we only even did one show a week. You know what I'm saying? My man, shout out to my man Doc for weighing in.
Yeah, they are something else, Doc.
Yeah,
I agree.
Doc say them Cowboys fans are something else. Yeah. Look what we got here. Them, okay. Yeah, them. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Them Cowboy fans are something else. Yeah. I don't blame you, Doc. I can tell you right now, I do not blame you. Who am I picking? No, I'm not gonna even pick this one right now. I'm gonna go to Double J. Yeah, I'm not picking right now. I said I'm not picking right now. I cannot pick right now, can I?
No.
I'm not allowed.
See what you did, TJ? You got them all out of sort.
Okay, so
it takes him a minute. He's got to get wound back together now. You know.
So I got to
with fishing wire. He's like fishing wire though.
The Cowboys are not involved. You know.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. We're picking week 8 games. If I'm picking the week 8 games, how am I going to lead them off the thing? Stop it. Cut me in or cut it out. Sean Taylor, baby. The y'all see it anyway. Shout out to Sean Taylor.
Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah. Oh boy. But he said, yeah, we're not gonna get into that right now. Double J, who you got? Dolphins at the Bills.
So interestingly enough, Tua came back this afternoon, of course, in a losing effort, and you could see the look on his face that he likely understood that his tenure with the Miami Dolphins, being a prominent figure on the team, those days are very much numbered.
Wow.
They are in active trade talks to acquire Deshaun Watson.
Whoa.
We're going to find out, of course, by way of guys like Mike Florio, as to what potential repercussions from the league standpoint, because again, they've kind of just left them, with all this stuff ongoing. However, whether it's short-term, long-term, I think the Dolphins again would make the move fully prepared to play with Tua the remainder of the season, continue to evaluate. But with that being said, the writing is on the wall there. Meanwhile, Buffalo would be coming off of a bye and going to absolutely just circle like sharks in the water.
Yeah, or circle the wagons.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I find interesting, right quick, TJ, before we come
Had
to
to
you,
be a cowboy reference. Wagon.
Yeah. Anyway, well, what you mean? That's you. You came up with that. Don't try to put that.
Yeah, you had to use you had to use a cowboy reference.
I said circle the wagons. You said that when
wagons. Something.
Oh, please. I got that from you and Chris Berman. Anywho, right quick though, this whole deal with Deshaun Watson, and I'm not going to go into no long drawn out thing about it. I just find it interesting that when this thing, his legal issues, if you would, quote unquote, first came about, the people on the other side of it, those we would say the accusers and so on and so forth, you know what I mean? Oh man, everybody was making it seem like it was an open and shut case. He was already convicted. He was already, and here we are 33,000 months later, and it's still no verdict. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So if you, in other words, whenever the feds put down an indictment, they don't take long. And I'm not saying it was no feds in this case. I'm just giving you that as an example. In other words, when they know they got you, they don't wait. It don't take this long. All right, that's all I'm saying. Okay, it don't take this long. What?
With him, man, it's a civil case, right?
Yeah, but listen.
No, but what he's saying is, with a person of Deshaun Watson's status, with what they're alleging that he did, according to as many states and women from displaced and our force, that's a federal case. And they're taking as long to make that case. The feds don't take that long to make that case.
They don't make that. Thank you.
They don't get no. I don't think they have any hard evidence.
That's what we're saying.
Okay, that's what
saying. You could understand it like this. It's almost like a LeBron fan trying to make a case that he's the GOAT. They don't have any hard evidence, so that's not going to be in court. So you know,
it's like
Brother Rich, that's the jab that
I see he coming from my real the throne for the comedy. You want to be the comedy? Here.
Yeah.
Nephew,
that's the comedy.
I told you, the barbershop told you, you coming on the wrong.
Yeah, you coming on the wrong program for that. Yeah, Brother Rich. Yeah, Brother Rich is
wrong program.
Brother Rich is standing in his community. Brother Richard standing in his community is still strong, and he ain't been here for a couple of years. You get what I'm saying?
And I love him. I love him as a person. That's my man as a human being. But
the hand of the king is tuned into the podcast.
Let's go.
My God. Oh, guess what? Hey, this is my man Brandon right here. This is TJ's brother. Okay.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah. Oh, please stop. See what I'm saying? See how you play you, Brandon? See how you gonna do you? But we're gonna give Brandon
the hand of the king is crippled. So he needs to meet the king so he can get a healing of that hand.
Yeah, and we're gonna give Brandon and TJ an extra special button for them chiming in. Thank you. We appreciate you.
B Dub, what's up, man?
B Brandon, what's happening, baby? It's me. Yeah. I'm just saying at the end of the day, if you did, and hey, listen, the jury is still out. Okay, we got to say that. Okay, to be politically correct here, but when they got you, if they got you, they got you. You understand what I'm saying? They don't wait. Okay, we've all seen Matlock and in the heat of the night, the TV
First
show.
48.
First 48. When they got something, they come and get you. They don't wait. Okay, at least not 12 years later.
So Jay, if that being the case, and y'all think they don't really got him on nothing hard, you think he's worth all these picks and all that stuff they trying to get for him?
Oh, I said that before we even started doing videos. I said what they gonna get for Deshaun, what the asking price for Deshaun Watson is gonna be astronomical.
No. And I to answer your question, TJ, no, I don't believe he's worth that much. And the reason why is based on his performance without DeAndre Hopkins. That's why his value. And our host and I had gone back and forth on that one.
This is a fact.
Now, do I believe he's an effective quarterback? Do I believe he's better than half of the league? Certainly top 10, absolutely. However, just like any skill position, you need help. And in his case, it became very evident that even though he had guys like Brandon Cooks at the time, it just simply wasn't enough. You're seeing what Cooks can do with somebody like Matt Stafford, who's having, arguably a career year or on pace to. So, and look what Kyler Murray has since done, despite having Larry Fitzgerald before that, even though, he was in a wheelchair, but still could catch a ball.
All right. So that being said, Kyler Murray or Deshaun Watson, if they say, all right, well, you can't have Kyler Murray, but we'll give you Deshaun Watson on the Cardinals, you still be very, very, very happy with that, right?
Whoa. I'm going to point to the example that our host gave us, that if you were to replace Mahomes
with Watson,
that they would have still achieved the same level of success.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with it either.
Whoa.
And I want to say this. I want to say this. We should not discuss what's going on with Deshaun Watson absent. Let's put this in context. Deshaun Watson, this initial rumor, and I'm going to say rumor, allegation, because it's never been proven in any court of law. He's never been arrested for anything. This is absolute rumor and nonsense. And I'm going to throw that word in there. Here's what we're talking about. Remember, contextualize this, that Deshaun Watson is charged allegedly by the attorney of a person who is related or affiliated with the owner of the Houston football team.
Yeah, Houston Texans. Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't want to say their name.
Yeah,
he was requesting a trade before this.
Exactly.
No.
So he's a victim of, he's potentially, more than likely, a victim of a smear planted in a popular local newspaper to start a trend that to this day has never been proven in court. Only thing we know is, a whisper, a word, an allegation, a report on ESPN. But this is terrible that his career is now in jeopardy and his value is being discussed on platforms just like this based on only an allegation. That's all.
Okay, well, let me say this so we can move on to the rest of our picks, because we still got to do our NBA segment. When you talk about smear situations, I mentioned this before when we were doing the audio version. I'll mention here again. Case in point. Said franchise in Cleveland,
facts,
prior to his outcome and where his life is at now, Winslow Jr. The NFL had a rash of staph infections at one point.
Yeah.
Okay. Winslow went to Cleveland Clinic here, and the media picked, I don't know how they, whatever it is. Anyway, it came out in the media. It was speculation, whatever it is. And it caught fire that he had an STD. Now, he was married at the time. Okay. He was told to keep hush about the staph infection in Jones. But when the STD came out, they came out and got here, and it grew so big, he said, bump that. I'm not, damn the gag order. He came out and said, y'all want to really know why? He said, I got a wife, man, and y'all spreading lies about me about some STD or whatever. He had a girlfriend at the time, whatever it was. You get what I'm saying? He said, y'all want to know what's really going on? Y'all want to really know why I was in Cleveland Clinic? Because of the staph infection. You understand what I'm saying? But the idea was he was a malcontent, discontent, disgruntled, rogue, whatever it is, in the locker room prior to that. He had already get hemmed up for the motorcycle incident when they first drafted him and broke his leg, whatever it is. See, he was already bad for business, so to speak. And lo and behold, this fell right in their hands. Oh, you know what? We're going to paint this picture so that in the court of public opinion, you're viled. You're seen as, whatever the case may be.
Eventually, he was seen as that, and he is that.
Okay, listen. I'm talking about at the time.
They try to...
Listen,
they said rape old women and stuff like that.
That's why did you hear what I said before I said all of that? I said,
I'm just saying.
Hey, listen.
They painted a good picture. That's all I'm saying.
No, I remember his boy from the U.
I gotta step in now. No,
let's keep it real. They painted
no. But his nephew, I gotta say this in Uncle's defense. Here's what he's saying, though. He's saying before all of that, because here's the thing you can't overlook again. He's a football player. How do we know that whatever he did after football was not related to CTE? How do we know what he did? We're not even examining that. We're talking about at the time when he was just coming in the league, just in Cleveland, proposed to be a star.
Thank
saying,
you.
Look, y'all putting out this. He was in his right mind at that time. I don't know what he allegedly did to whom he allegedly. No. I'm just telling you the real. That I don't. When it comes to football players, I never discount CTE in the nonsense or the madness they do.
So we automatically gonna CTE everything.
No, it's not that, TJ. Nobody's doing that. Listen,
that's what's been. Listen, that's what's been going on though. Like maybe he was CTE.
You are missing something very serious.
Did they CTE OJ Simpson? I just want to know.
No, man. It's nobody. Nobody's saying that. Well, okay. Let me just say this so we can move on. Let me say this. At the time, like I prefaced what I said. I said I did not. What's going on now with Kellen Winslow?
Exactly.
Nobody saw that coming. But at the time, the Browns lied on him. Period. Smear campaigns happen when they want to get rid of you for whatever reason. Period. That's all I'm speaking to. What'd you say? Hold on. Brandon's weighing in again. My boy Big. Wait, just tuned in.
Big Walk.
Big Walk. My bad.
He's tuning in for the part of the African drums that's about to come up.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely not.
Yeah, we donated the Purdue All-American Band's big bass drum that couldn't, was too big to fit into the garage of Notre Dame.
Let's move on so these people can get to their Sunday night game. But the point is, TJ, at the end of the day, at the time, they made up a story so that they knew that the public would pick it up and run with it. That was not true. Period. That's all I'm talking about. Now, whatever happened after the fact, that's a reality. Okay, but at that time, nobody knew then what the case was until that dude came out and said, y'all talking about here, I got an STD when it's really a staph infection. Then on the heels of that, LaCharles Bentley, well, that was right before the Winslow thing. He has a similar situation with the staph infection thing. And then after the Winslow, it was Joe Jurevicius. You know what I'm saying? And when the Joe Jurevicius got hit with it, they was like, okay, they blew the lid off this thing. And it came to be that the Browns at that time had the worst cases of staph infections than any other team in the NFL. If I'm not mistaken. I believe it was close. They was either in the top 3 or whatever the case may be.
From what I remember.
They was in the top 3. Okay, Brother Rich, 49ers at the Bears next week, next Sunday. Who you got?
49ers.
Easy.
Easy. Wow.
Easy.
So TJ, we don't even need to come to you then, huh?
Man, that dumpster fire never mind. Go ahead.
Got you.
Easy.
Double J, who you got? 49ers at the Bears. Because they both seem about the same spot, if you ask me. So this is a pick 'em for real. But go ahead.
This is one of those reasons it's why people avoid Ohio State quarterbacks.
I don't even know what button to give you for that.
I'm going to lose in fantasy today, and this time the excuse is that the opponent decided to play the Tampa defense, and they had a free-for-all against this guy.
Yeah,
he got hit in the fourth quarter, and you could tell he was evaluating if he wanted to get up or not.
I know, seriously, why was he still in? That's what I'm saying. You just drafted this guy number 1. All right, the game is over.
Because you know why, TJ? Because his coach wrote. Remember they moved up.
He's an idiot.
All that.
He's an idiot.
He's through. Somebody that's been to Lake Forest and all that. He's going to get some of those U-Haul boxes pretty soon. There's going to be a house for sale there and right around Deerfield, etc. So, hey, if the market's still good, there's a nice house
for Cam Newton territory. They're gonna.
Hey, let me show my man Walt. Let me show my man Big Walt one more time. Big Walt, shout out to Big Walt for tuning in.
Wow.
Hey, listen though, y'all gotta be careful and pay attention to this because if that organization not careful, they're gonna turn him into RG3, and he's gonna get hurt. And
that's a fact.
And they're gonna break up his spirits, man.
That's where that's going. There's no doubt about that. He's gonna be the next Cam Newton. They're gonna let him get abused. You already see that he shouldn't be playing. In truth, Chicago's not that good. Everybody can see that. That's a terrible franchise.
I don't. Well, no, I don't know if they're terrible though, brother. The defense is pretty
in terms
decent.
of, here's what I'm saying. They're not protecting that young man. That's
Oh,
what
the offensive line. Okay, yeah, the offensive line. Yeah,
they
the
were
offensive
terrible
line. Yeah,
franchise in terms of their offensive line.
yeah, the offensive line.
You
Yeah,
can't put no young quarterback in that division, in that city, in that cold weather, on that lakefront, out to the wolves. People, you see the Browns, ain't that boy alive? You can't do that to that young quarterback.
yeah.
He can't.
Our defense been stinking ever since.
Yes.
Oh, yes, please. Let's not even go there.
Look, listen, that's why somebody like Rodgers goes into Soldier Field, does the discount double check.
Yeah, he said, I
Plug.
own you. Oh,
I own
man.
you.
Oh,
Now,
man.
I was present for arguably one of the top 3 coldest games ever at Soldier Field, in which, that field was frozen, literally.
Come on.
And the Bears beat that same Aaron Rodgers that particular year. And it just goes to show, they got rid of Lovey, Kyle Orton. It may have been Jay Cutler at that point.
Hit a button for that. Even worse.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
Kyle Orton sucked.
Oh, please,
man.
No, stop it. Well, Kyle Orton probably wasn't the greatest, but he's a Purdue guy. Drew Brees and so on and so forth.
Oh my God, man.
Kyle Orton wasn't bad. Okay, we got to move things along, fella. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the viewers out there staying long enough with us. We as you all can see right now, we're gonna go a little bit longer in the tooth past your little 8 o'clock game, but it's all good. Sunday night football, baby.
I'm
It's 4
say
quarters.
this though, to answer the actual question, I am gonna say that game will determine the fate. Like Nagy will get fired if they lose that game.
Man, he probably already fired. They looking for a replacement.
I'm just saying it may
say
save another week, but I think the defense, if they get Allen Robinson back and the defense shows up, they have a chance. Otherwise, hang on, but here's the thing: if Jimmy G has to be playing, not Lance, because then they're through.
If the Lions still have a coach, no coach is getting fired.
Stop it. That's so disrespectful. And why I didn't even realize it till now. Take that Dodgers hat off.
I was expecting the head coach.
Yeah, take that Dodgers hat off.
Hey, Jay, barbershop.
Yeah.
That hat should say AL because that's what they took.
nephew coming with the fire today. Yeah, because he know I'm gonna get on him at the job if he don't come with the fire.
Just stand there and take it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Both of y'all fired some good shots off. I'm took them too.
Yeah. That's what we do here. Double J, we'll stay with you. The Eagles at the Lions.
Wow, I think this is the one that the Lions will finally get one.
Okay.
This is it.
Oh, and Brother Rich over there.
Here's why. That same coach that he just pointed out. Look, say what you will, that the culture here is one that rivals a retirement home that's been left unattended.
I don't even need to hit the button. Everybody else is laughing. It was good enough.
Because I'm telling you, the way that they pack that stadium is like watching The Walking Dead.
Wow.
But I believe that this is, if they're going to get one, this would be the game.
They walk in there like this.
Absolute. Double J just made my case for me. This is absolutely the reason why Philadelphia will win this game, because they got this game circled. We're gonna beat the so-and-so out of this.
Stop it. Okay.
This is pretty much a guaranteed win. You talking about Philadelphia? This is a city that needs a win. Their fan base is rabid. They have to win something. This is a perfect game for them to get healthy and say, we're going to run over this team. And the Lions just going to be standing there. Even if they get up 30-0 in this game, they're going to lose because Philadelphia is going to beat them. Fact.
Oh, stop it. TJ, who you got, man? Who you got? Eagles at the Lions.
That was the funniest thing you probably said, bro. You said they walk in there like the Walking Dead.
Exactly. Look how you described the team.
That's unbelievable. That's so good. TJ, who do you have? Eagles at the. I guess it's a. I mean, because I'm going with that too. I'm going with the Washington, Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Actually, that's who I'm going. That's who I'm going with in this one.
Let me ask you something though. Can you fire the president, the owner? Can you fire the owner?
Believe me, they've tried.
No. You have to get too many signatures for that. You know
they already went 0-16. Okay, if they don't win this game, man, they might go 0-16.
Oh my gosh, if they go 0-16 again.
Now remember, there's an extra game on the schedule, so they can make history here.
Don't even say that. Hey, listen, the Browns. What is we? 4-3 right now.
Stop.
Yes.
Well, we technically 5-3 right now because the Lions down the road. So I like the game on our schedule.
Stop it. Stop it.
We 5-3.
We're not about to pile on Michigan. I got some good folks up there in Michigan. Double J being one of them, of course, except on Thursdays and Saturdays. Brother Rich, Rams at the Texans. Who you got?
Rams. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go through this because we still got to get to our NBA section. Sorry about that, y'all. But we appreciate all the viewers out there. Let me give y'all another one. A round of applause for sticking with us for this Lizone, this long in the tooth. We appreciate y'all. Double J, who you got? Rams at the Texans.
At this point, in terms of mismanaged franchises, you know, the Texans are giving the Lions a run for their money, boy. I'm telling you.
Oh my God!
When they trade Watson for $5 and a bag of chips.
That's so disrespectful. You know, I think I'm gonna rename the show Improv Week. Oh, anytime we get here, just name it Improv Week. Oh my gosh, you all are killing me, man. My sides are splitting. Absolutely not. Double J. Well, never mind. I guess you got the Rams too, then, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And if you could be picking up the third, fourth string guy to you know, you need a flex. Grab somebody from the Rams against the Texans. Self-explanatory.
Okay. TJ, we're coming to you for our next one. Titans at the Colts, who, by the way, my goodness, are really making some noise in that AFC.
Hey, listen,
not just in the South.
Y'all thought I was talking about LeBron this week, but I was talking about King Henry. You feel me? I'm just speaking for the King, man.
At least that's more respectable and reasonable.
Right now, I'm just speaking for King Henry, man. He a beast, dog, and the Colts got no chance in hell. No chance nowhere.
Hey yo, as in Mayo. That was a pretty good one.
All hail the King.
You told me last week, this is a family program, nephew.
Yeah, man, it's a family program. There you go. Put your pencil down and write 500 times. I will not use profane or you can't say filth, filth.
I said, all hail the King.
Oh, okay, yeah, got you.
What was that in a Missy Elliott video?
Yeah, Brother Rich, who you got? Titans at the Colts.
Come on now, he already spoke on it. Let's rock.
Okay, Double J, who you got? Titans at the Colts.
Oh, absolutely, King Henry.
Okay, well,
now in terms of guys who can compete, that MVP conversation, Derrick Henry is someone that if this very well could be the year.
2,000 yards, and he threw a touchdown today. He threw one. Remember that?
He did. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see it, you know, because it's almost like that Heisman Trophy. You know what I mean? Give it to somebody else other than, you know.
Whoa. I mean,
Adrian Peterson got one.
A quarterback.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, statistically, he is actually outpacing Adrian Peterson in his MVP season thus far, you know, in the season. So,
hey, and here's another tidbit. You just mentioned this a few seconds ago. If he happens to maintain this, throughout 17 games, how do you not give it to him?
Because the only person you've ever seen do that would have been Jim Brown because of being
yes. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Sylvie.
No barbershop. Let's be real. Again, I got to be the voice of the contrarian on the program.
Oh, stop it.
And saying, no, I'm just going to tell you the real. Easily you don't give it to him because the bar is set too high in the NFL for a running back to be the MVP. Let's keep it.
Okay, well that makes okay.
Hold on.
What?
Here's what I mean.
Let him finish.
If the Rams do well, if Brady goes back, if Aaron, if one of these younger quarterbacks perform
Kyler
above
Murray.
and beyond, Kyler Murray does
Yeah.
well. The league is primed to give it. If Kyler Murray wins performs well, wins the Super Bowl, the league is primed to give it to the quarterback, the elite position, as opposed to the. Let's keep it real now.
No, that's what I was alluding to. That's why I made the Heisman. That's why I made the Heisman reference, because Charles Woodson was the last. I mean, I could be wrong. My memory always don't work all the time. But who else out after Charles Woodson, who was a cornerback at Michigan? You know what I'm saying? Who won the Heisman? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Who else after him, other at his position? There wasn't quarterback. They won that award.
Well, that's the point.
Go ahead.
They need to do something different, because in theory, you could make a case for Iowa's center that it could, again, when you're talking about elite in that position, doing things that have never been done, then that's universal. But unfortunately, as Brother Rich is pointing out, the bias towards,
that's all we're saying. When is the last time the NFL rewarded that? When is the last time the NFL rewarded ingenuity? And man, we've never seen. They don't do that. They stay traditional for a reason, because they protect the shield and they want a certain imagery. And this is what. Let's keep it real. That's what they've done. And that's when is the last time that they've given a wide receiver NFL MVP? When is the last time they did that?
But the interesting part though is, when has a wide receiver of late done anything that otherwise would have been record setting? And that's why with what Henry's doing right now and on pace to do, and I hope he stays healthy and I hope he does do it. I think he can break, all the records in terms of all time when it comes to yards in the season. If he does that, unless Kyler Murray were to go undefeated, Brady's not, of course. So somebody would have to do something outside of throwing for 1 million yards and however many touchdowns. That's the difference here. That I believe, they just smoked Kansas City today. That game was over at halftime, and now Mahomes is hurt. I mean, it's all bad now.
Let me get my man B Win back in here. Brandon got a win. I like that right there. He said he going with the Titans too. Shout out. All right, B Win, we got you. But you know what though, Double J, you bring up an interesting point, but at the same time, the bias in the NFL when it comes to that quarterback position, the root is for year. We talking about all the way back to, even though he didn't win, I'm just saying the Sig Luckmans and the Johnny Unitises and the Bart Stars and so on and so forth. I mean, think about it. Hold on, here's what I'm saying. And I'm just going to use the Super Bowl, for instance. Chuck Howley from the Dallas Cowboys. No applause. Okay, sorry. Wow. No, I'm just seriously, I'm making a point here. There are people who have won the MVP, whether it's the Super Bowl or that type of award in the NFL, they are few and far between. But you can to count the quarterbacks who have won MVP. My gosh, you need a calculator.
Let's remember that. Let's put the argument like this. This is the same NFL where in modern history, a team about to win the Super Bowl chooses to give the ball to the quarterback rather than give it to the controversial running back who would then be the Super Bowl MVP. And because the league and that franchise does not want him to be the spokesperson for the NFL, they rather the quarterback, the approved quarterback, the position that they all approve of, they rather make him the star, and they blow the Super Bowl, repeating the Super Bowl by making a bad play.
Hold on. Go ahead, TJ. Let TJ go ahead.
I just said I'm asking him to say his name. AL.
I don't.
Man. Stop it.
Yes, this is why I'm pointing out. When you look at when running backs have won, you think O.J. Simpson 2,000 yards. You think Marcus Allen. Those types.
By the way, Brandon says that's 100% true, Brother Rich. Yep.
Well, I try to speak what I know, not what I think.
And
go ahead.
Unlike people who think that somebody else is the king.
Yeah, go ahead, Double J. What you saying? Yes, cut it out.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, in the last 2 decades, you know, about a 20% chance of a running back doing it.
Right.
So,
but see, Derrick Henry would have to amass, and I don't know the numbers like you all do, but he'd probably have to get 3,000 yards or something crazy. You don't have like 17 touchdowns. You know, it would have to be.
The whole world would be like Stevie Wonder could be like, I think that guy's a running back.
Yeah, it had to be a running back like LaDainian Tomlinson.
Facts.
Or,
yeah, he
or Sean Alexander when they was catching in.
Yeah.
He'd have to get a lot of touchdowns.
He'd have to do something astronomical. Because Brother Rich, if I'm hearing you correctly, you speaking of the bar.
That's what I'm saying.
The
bar is set higher for running back to be. Remember, the word prejudice only means that it's been prejudged. The NFL has proven that they prejudge the position of who they want to represent them in terms of their league NFL total. That's not something Brother Richard said or Standard I said. That's what history has told us that, look, for an NFL running back to be MVP, he got to settle. He got for Derrick Henry and Martin Henry, he got to run for like 9,000 yards.
Yeah, he got to do thrice as much.
Yards. And it'd be like, well, you can't even deny that this guy is so great that there's nothing like him in the league. We would look crazy for not making him an MVP.
Yeah,
like
and he would have to do something so that if he were denied, people would start setting arenas on fire.
And I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. I'm asking you what percentage, how high is your bar set for a running back? Because if you're just quoting statistics, what we're telling you is that the NFL has proven that when it comes to the running back position, they don't really care about statistics that much. If they can kind of make the statistics fit, making Kyler Murray, let's say
or quarterback, just a quarterback
goes 10. Let's say they go 13-4, and they go to the Super Bowl, and he throws for X amount of 1,000 yards. How easy is it for them to just say, okay, he is our league MVP because this is a short quarterback who wasn't supposed to even be. Remember, you were one of the people telling us how great this guy was going to be because nobody believed in him. If a short guy like that takes that team to the Super Bowl or even deep into the playoffs, what's the likelihood that he's not considered for the MVP?
Hold your thought, Double J. Double J, I'm gonna come to you, and then TJ come to you, and then we're gonna move on. Brother Rich, hypothetically speaking, let's say the Titans get to the Super Bowl and win. It's automatic. You can't give it to nobody else but him.
I don't agree with you.
I don't agree either.
Listen, let me hold up, but let me say this. John Brown, is it John Brown, one of the wide receivers for the Titans? He's pretty good. He's good. He's decent enough. In other words, I'm saying if Derrick Henry is not on that team, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, let's take that.
AJ Brown.
Who do you remember?
AJ Brown, my bad.
Who was the MVP the year that Baltimore, the Ravens with Ray Lewis won the Super Bowl?
The last one?
When Ray Lewis and them won the Super Bowl, who was the MVP?
Ooh, I don't know.
Jamal Lewis.
Yeah, it probably should have been. Yeah, it should have been Jamal Lewis, maybe.
But was it Ray Lewis? Was it anybody on defense? Was it? But what do we remember about that team? It was Ray Lewis, but it wasn't any of those players. They didn't win.
Okay,
MVP.
yeah, I get what you.
The league doesn't care about that because they don't want.
I get where you're going.
That's all.
Hold on. Let me read some of these comments now. Doc is weighing in. He says Kyler Murray or Matt Stafford for MVP.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you. Yeah, if they keep going.
Yeah.
He's saying maybe Aaron, but he's being biased. Hold on, there's one more here. If Derrick Henry is on the Titans, they don't have the success. Isn't on the Titans, they don't have success you see today. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they easily like 5-11.
That's not in debate here. We all agree with that.
They would be trash. I mean, even with Julio Jones and AJ Brown.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Derrick Henry is the catalyst. What were you gonna say, TJ? So we can move on. We can get on. Let these folks get.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say about Kyler Murray. I mean, the dual threat quarterbacks in general. So they racking up all these running yards too. So they get 40 touchdowns going. 800 yards rushing. It's like,
That's a
how you
good
gonna
point.
pick a running back when they doing all this stuff?
That's a good point. When they doing both. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point, TJ.
Well, and that's why the longer they go undefeated, the higher that bar is going to get set. We're the only way.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, I think he's at 800 yards right now, where he has to break the all-time record.
Absolute fact.
To have truly
for them
in that
really,
20%.
Absolutely. So they really give him serious consideration.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Last thing, TJ, what you say?
I was in the casino last night. Me and my brother ran into Nick Chubb at the roulette table. That was so crazy. But he looked like he was only a little bit bigger than me. I said, damn, you look big on TV, man.
Really?
Yeah, Nick Chubb.
He was at the roulette table hoping and praying that LeBron would be. Oh, dude.
No more profanity. Please.
No, hit the button again. Hit the button one more time, man.
I'm not hitting the button. I'm not hitting the button. Hold on. We got one more comment here. We appreciate y'all for weighing in and staying with us this long, man. We really do. Hey, shout out to the folks out there. Because if it wasn't for the people out there, the viewership or whatnot, I mean, we wouldn't be who we are. Y'all make us who we are, man. So shout out. You know what I'm saying? Doc says if he continues on this route, D. Henry is going to break the rushing record. Yeah, I kind of think so too. I really do. I kind of think so too.
Would it mean as much if he had an extra game?
See, that's a conversation for another day. Stop doing that, TJ. We can't do that.
That's a perfect comment.
That's a valid question, bro.
That's a valid
I
question.
didn't say that. I didn't say it wasn't.
That's a valid question considering who he thinks is the king, because they need more games to try to score more points and rack up more numbers.
Brother Rich with the Brother Rich.
I told you, nephew, don't come on this P program playing around.
Brother Rich, see, right now, I'm going to get in touch with Mark Brawlin because Deontay Wilder should have never fired him. And I'm going to see if we can get you to be Wilder's trainer, because right there, that would have ended the fight. That would have ended the fight, baby. Let us move on. TJ,
no slow count.
Yeah, exactly. TJ, we're gonna stay with you. Bengals at the Jets. Who you got?
That's easy. The Bengals.
Oh wow. Okay. So much for that. Double J, who you got? Bengals at the Jets.
Yeah, right now, you're seeing things. Speaking of statistically, you just don't see this from rookie wide receivers. The fact that Tyler Boyd is now basically went from first to third in the pecking order. What Jamar Chase is doing is arguably the rookie of the year, I think, without a doubt. But with that being said, the Jets are atrocious. They're, again, teams that are giving the Lions a run for their money. Houston,
that's another one.
New York, it's like a Bermuda Triangle right there.
Oh, and you know what? I got to, right here on this P program, I got to make an apology. Because my mantra and my motto, I might not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
I want to hear this.
I had to apologize. Trust me, none of you three are apology worthy, if that's a word or term. I want to apologize to Jamar Chase, because I, in particular, said on this P program that the Bengals should have taken and fortified their offensive line with Penei Sewell. And then apparently, then in addition to that, when Jamar was dropping balls early on in the preseason, I was just all over it, like, oh yeah, they should have took the offensive lineman. And now look at the guy. So my bad, Jamar. Barbershop J is apologizing. What happened?
Hey, can I get my apology too?
Because
apology for what? For wearing your shoes on the wrong feet? You don't get no apology for that.
No, not just for you, but from Double J and B Rich.
Oh, so you seeing blue moons and yellow
we
clovers?
Apologize for beating you as badly as we did. It was frustration because you say such silly things at times.
No, the silliest thing I said. Hold on,
I do owe you an apology. You're right.
It's the silliest thing I said.
That you take on this program is not deserved. You're absolutely right. It's just that sometimes you say such annoying things coming from the perspective of
read that headline.
We almost want to treat you like the Americans treated England.
He said, B Win saying, real kings have longevity, B Rich.
Yeah.
True. But that was
like over 6 years.
Like 6 over 6, yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Anyway, I want my apology. Y'all trying to get over that.
What you want an apology for what?
for the silly thing I said a couple weeks ago about the Astros gonna win the World Series.
Yeah, you said it right. Yeah, you said it right. The Super Bowl.
Well, now,
the World Series.
Yeah, the World Series. Yeah, ain't nobody taking you serious right now.
Hey, you gotta remember, TJ, they're saying that it's Whistlegate now.
Facts.
Yeah,
What?
They're saying they're up to their old tricks.
Hey, but I'll tell you something else, TJ. Really, even though I'm not really taking sides here, when Brother Rich talk about a beat down, you getting beat down like a this and a that, you know what I'm saying? What he's really saying is the beat down that was the Dodgers took from the Atlanta Braves. That's the beat down. That's the beat down he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where's Clayton?
Get it in.
Yeah, where's Clayton when you need him? Clayton, where's your pocket protector?
I'll take that.
Yeah.
All that money y'all pay for that roster.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. $565 billion last time I checked.
Program, the Dodgers need some more black players. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah. Got
to do anything if Magic made it.
Yeah, they need to hit better. They need to hit better, too.
Hey, Double J, is that a Kanye West line?
Yes, sir.
Oh, absolutely not. Double J, who you got? Bengals at the Jets.
Definitely going with Burrow. And again, I'm going to apologize to the Bengals fan base on behalf of our host here, because otherwise they would have had penny pasta eating Skyline chili and, having Burrow on his backside instead of,
Oh, so wait a minute. Wait. So you're devaluing offensive linemen? Guys like Jonathan Ogden and Orlando Pace?
No. He's devaluing you for saying they shouldn't have took Chase, and they did the right decision.
Okay, well, TJ, guess what? You get a button.
Look, hey, look what dude, he's done wonders for the Lions, hasn't he?
Hold on. TJ, you got that button for speaking out of turn. You know what I'm saying? Raise your hand first. What were you saying, Double J? I'm just saying, these youngins, boy. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Double J. That's okay. Don't worry about it. He protecting Jared Goff's blind side. Okay. Yeah, you seen the movie.
He's doing a good job of that.
Yeah. Okay. Brother Rich, who you got? Bengals at the
Oh man, come on, that's not a conversation. It's Bengals all day on that. We know what the Bengals are, up and coming team, and we know what's happening with that. We know that young man can do that thing with that football.
Yeah, somebody said that 6 weeks ago, but
he did say it. He said it.
Yeah, that was Mr. Rick Curty. He the one that said that. Shout out to Mr. Rick Curty from the Charlotte Bats.
He did.
Brother Rich, we will stay with you. Patriots at the Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah, you mean the same? I hope that Justin Herbert
Chargers
that didn't show up against the Ravens defense.
It is the Patriots. Come on now, you're talking about the Patriots. Let's be honest.
Okay, all right.
You acting like that's gonna be, let's be real with it.
Okay, Double J, who you got? Patriots at the Chargers.
Coming off a bye, I'm actually going to go with the Chargers. I think they have a very sour taste in their mouth based on the beatdown that they received. Humbling experience, and they're going to go into SoFi right or wrong.
Okay. I'm not Double J. Excuse me, TJ. Who you got? Patriots at the Chargers.
I'm picking the GOAT. I'm going to go with the Patriots.
Here go this man.
Oh, my bad. Tom Brady don't play there no more.
You see how he try to slide them in? He be sliding them in, boy. He pretty slick. You gotta watch out,
we're dealing with listeners and fans of this program. We're listening to the portion of the program that involves comedy and delusion. So in one basket. Brought to you, aka Speaker for the King.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the A in that hat stands for Atlanta Braves.
Keep on. I like it. I like
yes.
As I told you, sir, right now we're focused on our little nephew here in the corner.
Oh, okay. My bad.
We'll get back to you in a minute. We'll get back to you.
WWE. Okay, I thought you tagged me in. My fault. TJ, we're gonna stay with you. Who you got? Jags at the Seahawks.
Who?
TJ.
Jags at Seahawks?
Yeah.
I mean,
what?
Hey, Double J, that triangle might be a square, man. Because the Jags is giving them a run for their money too, bro. But I would take the Seahawks.
Yeah, you don't get a button for that. No more buttons.
I don't want no button.
Okay, all right. Double J, who you got, man? Jags at the Seahawks.
I'm going to tell you right now that the Seahawks are, flying. They got, there's bird shot and buckshot, and that bird is shot. We've seen it, I think, a few weeks ago where, it's supposed to fly and land on the handler and landing on a bald head. So unfortunately, you got to, I, as a fantasy owner of DK Metcalf, unfortunately, his foot is hurt and he's more preoccupied with Shannon Sharp. And on top of that, Russell Wilson potentially is coming back. That's your difference maker. If Russell Wilson returns, I'm going with the Seahawks. If he is out, Geno Smith ain't it. I couldn't believe he was still in the league. I thought he was an assistant coach or something. And they just were like, we ain't got no choice.
So disrespectful. Brother Rich, who you got? Jags and Seahawks. So
initial reports, as Double J just alluded to, said that Russell Wilson would be out 4 to 6 months. If the injury even resembled anything that could keep him out 4 to 6 months, even if he comes back, he's playing under some form of duress, pain. That's a no-go for me. And he already is suspect of not wanting to play there anymore and kind of being done with that whole thing. So I don't expect anything more from him for the rest. I think he's shut down emotionally. No way they win that game.
Okay. All right. So you got the Washington Generals. TJ, we come back to you. I'm sorry, Double J. Washington football team at the Broncos.
Wow. Washington is bad. I mean, the defense, what's going on with the Ohio State guys, right?
I have no
idea. All around the league, anywhere they go, it's like the kiss of death. That guy, he looked so good a year ago, and now he's just falling off a cliff.
I have no idea.
So the unfortunate side of this tale is, with or without Jerry Jeudy, I'm going with Denver.
TJ, who you got? The Washington football team at the Broncos.
Let me flip a coin.
Oh gosh.
I can't find no coin. I'm gonna just say who you got, man? Because I don't know, man.
Who I got?
Yeah.
I don't play Madden. Nope. I'm going with the Thursday night's game. Cleveland Browns, baby. The Browns, boy. Yeah, shout out to the Browns. Dearness Johnson is, man, that boy. Ooh, he's something nice. Oh, we want to talk about balling. Sorry about that. He was balling. He was balling down there at the Front Row Stadium, baby. I wish it was municipal, but anyway, that's who I got. A team that's not even in it. Who you got? You ain't picking? All right, it's all good.
I couldn't find a coin.
Okay, Brother Rich, who you got? The Washington football team or the Broncos?
The Washington football team. Unfortunately, Denver is akin to the Detroit Lions of the western part of America. Go there to get healthy. Everybody knows they're gonna beat them. So you go there and go out there and mile high, and you get healthy and win a game. Okay, we're playing Denver. At least we can win a game.
Oh man!
So hold on, you said that was yak you was drinking today, or
this is absolute straight water. You can test this out. You can test
this
out.
You point at the wrong.
P. Diddy drink. That's a rock.
You point at the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying?
Got you feeling single and seeing double.
Straight water.
I'm just glad. Well, y'all don't want to know what I drink.
That both teams are so bad that Washington gets a win on their calendar. Like, wow, at least we won one. We played.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. One time a day.
Brother Rich, Bucks at the Saints. Who you got?
I gotta go with the Bucks on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to pick them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really saying much about the Saints right
now. The real GOAT in the NFL, the modern day GOAT in the NFL.
Yeah. Double J, who you got? Bucks at the Saints.
Pay close attention to these next 2 weeks with the Saints going into their bye week. Michael Thomas, somebody that is on a contract year, $25 million.
Yeah.
He again has been absent all season up to this point. Would be scheduled or eligible to return week 9. If they lose, and obviously when it comes to this particular game, the Bucks are only going to continue to get healthier, which may only continues to make them more dangerous. That's why they kind of play these regular season games the way that LeBron does, where they're fighting each other. So it's definitely the Bucks here. But if they lose tomorrow night and then they lose again the following week, we're going to find out who's going to be in the market for some receiver help.
TJ, who you got? Bucks at the Saints.
I know I ain't just hear LeBron quote, but
no. You didn't hear that.
Here's that delusion again. You need to stay off that.
I heard somebody say something about LeBron, but I ain't.
Yeah, that's that.
Kind of sense went up.
I thought we was cool, man.
Oh man.
Hey, brother Rich, but listen. But I don't know why you're not sitting in the normal place that you normally sit in the house or whatever that's going on. Where you got my man.
I'm in a different studio today.
Nipsey and Kobe. Because you see, I thought one of y'all would say it by now, but you see TJ, look at the background. You see what he got in the background. Now he ain't had that the first time we came. The first 2 times he came on here, but he saw yours. You know what I'm saying? And he figured,
But the young man suffers from comedic fits and occasional delusion.
Absolutely.
So we understand what we're dealing with. A comedic,
okay, gotcha.
We understand he has a comedic episode every once in a while. He has a delusional fit. So we accept him for what he is. It's okay.
Okay.
But now you got to remember, our host, didn't let he cut your intro off.
Yes,
I did not. No.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't touch the button.
Yeah. Watch.
I didn't.
Now we're gonna keep this going here because we're not muted. So.
Oh
wow! Did I? Oh Lord, wow! Who knew that the intro was gonna be 55?
I heard the host
early today.
You know what? It's interesting how I'm the host and I don't have an intro. That what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean?
Because it's all your brain, Sam. It's all your brain.
Oh man, please. Oh man, please. Let's keep things moving because we still got to finish our NBA and we're getting.
I don't even know we're gonna get to that today because I'm gonna beat him so bad.
Stop it! No, we don't get to that because we're not gonna spend a lot of time on that. We're just gonna read off the names of the list of guys who weren't on there and then get on out of here. Cowboys at the Vikings. Double J.
Jesus.
Who you
Christ.
got? I didn't hear that. Who you got? Make your pick. Right, say it right here for national television.
I know. You did this on purpose.
I'm just
saying. I'm gonna go to TJ.
One of the games of next week. What do you want me to tell you? If we starting to do predictions, like Mr. Palmieri pointed out for us to do, we were doing gridiron games and we were just picking select games. Now we're doing.
Well, we just need to pick select games and then.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're going to. No, we're not going to do that.
We went through all of them.
Everybody gets a turn. That's what we're doing from here on out.
No,
everybody gets a turn.
We have to deal with the Cowboys. I don't want to deal with the Cowboys every weekend.
Okay, so that you're picking the Cowboys. All right, we appreciate you, brother Rich. I'm glad you're not picking the Dodgers.
Hey, I knew this was coming today.
I'm just saying because we know where they sitting at.
I'm not on.
Yeah, we know where. All right, we got you. You know what I'm saying? They sitting right next to
you today. We know who we aimed at today. We aimed at that nephew of ours.
Yeah. The Yankees, the Dodgers are sitting right next to the Guardians, who stole it from a roller derby team. The name.
Right next to the Indians. At least they're not next to the Hurricanes because they're in rehab. So you stay off me.
It's so
I told you to stay off me.
You better be glad my man Sean Taylor ain't here. I'd send him to your house right now. I'd send my man Sean Taylor to rest up.
I told you I wasn't focused on you. Stay off me.
Rest up. Oh well. It's so fun in games. Yeah, improv. I tell you. TJ, who you gonna pick? Who you got? The Cowboys or the Vikings?
I'm taking the Vikings. Ain't Adrian Peterson still playing? I'm taking the Vikings.
It's so disrespectful. It's just so disrespectful. Giants at the Chiefs, TJ, since you want to be Mr. Comedic, like Brother Rich has been pointed out all 59 minutes we've been on the air here.
I don't know because my boy got a concussion today, didn't he?
Who?
Pat Mahomes got a concussion, so I don't know.
Mahomes, Michael Air Jordan, Chief, Pittsburgh, Brown, Stiller.
The mockery continues.
What happened? No, not Mr. Jordan. No, not the Mr. Jordan, Michael Jordan of football. No, not
continues.
TJ, don't, yeah, no, it's no mockery. TJ, don't even worry yourself about that because somebody on this program, we talked about Patrick Mahomes. Yes, he was anyway, I'm not going to even go into the whole song and dance.
Unbelievable.
Okay, I'm just saying. So you got the
Absolutely.
Giants, TJ. You
Yeah,
pick the
Mr.
Giants?
Plug and Play himself. What a surprise.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna
hey,
pick the Giants, man.
Hey, I'll be here all week. I will be here all week. Okay, and then last but not least, thank the Lord. I mean, we finally were able to get through all of this. Yay! Steelers at the Browns. TJ, who you got?
Don't play with me like that, man.
Well, I gotta ask. Who
The
you got?
Browns. The Browns.
Okay,
That was
settle down.
an effective pause.
Whoa, slow it down there, Kimosabi. Slow it on down. Double J, who you got? Steelers at the Browns. You hungry?
Right.
You got something to eat? Oh, okay.
Hey, them bees look yellow and black, man.
Yeah, they sure do. Yeah, they do. Absolutely. Brother Rich, who you got? Steelers at the Browns. Oh, please. Okay, but we can talk about the dog pound. You don't have there's no opposition to that.
Dog pound.
Okay, yeah, got you. Anyway. Our last item up for bid. Finally, my gosh, man, these people been trying to see the Sunday night game, and y'all up here with these shenanigans, these 20-hour-long shenanigans. Matter of fact, you know what? That's my fault. That's my fault. I'm gonna give myself the button.
Be honest here. It's the Colts and 49ers.
Next week and from there on out, I'm gonna make sure that the information and subject matter we use is kept to a minimum. Because I did this is my fault. I forgot I didn't think you all was gonna get on here and do these shenanigans to this extent. But anyway. The NBA put out its top 75 greatest players of all time list. Now, you know, we made mention that I was trying to get my hands on the Slam Magazine's top 75. I'm just here to tell you right now, all these people putting out all these lists about who's the greatest players and who ain't the greatest players and so on and so forth. I'm constantly reminded of Mel Kiper and his mock drafts. It's too inconsistent.
I've never seen anything so bad.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, and we're not going to go over the list because obviously we don't have the time for that. You all can go to NBA.com. But I thought that if the NBA was putting out its top 75 greatest, that they would be more in tune to, it would make more sense, them being the NBA and whatnot. But apparently they stayed true to form and came up with some bass act or whatever the case. The list is bogus, okay? Not because of who's on it, but who's not on it. First off, I'm just
Dragon Petrovic.
Oh, so now you want to talk DAZN. Anyway, stop it, man. Cut it out. Alex English, not on the list.
Terrible.
Walt Bellamy.
Terrible.
Grant Hill.
Terrible.
Bernard King.
The worst of all.
Dwight Howard even.
Nah.
Tracy McGrady.
Terrible.
Adrian Dantley.
Terrible.
Penny Hardaway.
Terrible.
Vince Carter.
Terrible.
Artis Gilmore.
Good God.
My thing is this.
Whoa.
Hold on.
You just said 13 names, right?
Yeah, I just mentioned those are just names I wrote down just to point out a few.
Okay, so I need you to take 13 people off.
That's easy.
I
just need you to take 13 people off.
No. Listen.
They should have did an honorable mention or something. You see
Thank
Klay
you.
Thompson wearing a 77.
Thank you.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
And listen, TJ, again, we're a little bit longer than what I wanted to go today, so we can't take anybody off. My point is, in particular,
Dame.
We can take a lot of modern day people off. They haven't done anything other than LeBron James and Kevin Durant. And Kawhi Leonard. You can take everybody off.
Thank you.
Literally.
Thank you.
Literally.
Thank
None
you.
of them
Time
None
out.
of them have done more than Bernard King.
Steph Curry.
None of them.
Steph
As
Curry.
great as they all are.
You're not taking him off.
He said Steph Curry.
You're not taking Steph Curry off.
Steph Curry. Yeah, he said Steph Curry. Yeah, Steph Curry.
Everybody else, and I'll give you somebody else, Andre Iguodala. Other than those 5 players in the modern NBA, none of them are top 75.
And listen, let me say this too right quick.
Iguodala ain't on there.
No, the only reason I'm putting Iguodala in because you have to, in terms of the 6-man context and what he brought to certain teams, playing that 6-man role, you could see him eventually making one of the top players of all time. But in terms of
that be Chris Bosh on there, I know that.
No, I didn't mention Chris Bosh.
Is Dirk on there?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I said,
yes, he was.
See, I'm not going over the list of who's on there per se. When I looked at the list, it was who was not on there.
Right.
My thing is this:
Bernard King is not on there. Makes this list
that already
that
away.
killed it for me. Bernard King and Alex English, that killed it for me.
Right.
But the
How
NBA,
did they approve this?
I don't know. Come on now. The same people that voted Terrell didn't vote Terrell Owens into the Hall of Fame when he should have been first ballot the first time he was up. You know what I'm trying? Made him wait. These the same type of folks.
Because today the league is run by Nike and
Barnum and Bailey.
Thank you. It's a popularity contest.
Yes,
the list is bogus, man. It's really a recency bias. Because here's the thing: in 1997, here in Cleveland, at the All-Star game, they celebrated the top 50.
Yeah.
Now, Bernard King wasn't on the top 50. And I was like, well, dang, you know what I'm saying? That is, you go from 50 to, like 25, that's a list in the NBA been around since 1947. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to argue that. But when you expand the list to 25 and you reach back and put Reggie Miller on it, who I think should be on it.
No,
listen.
He didn't make no all. He made no all NBA first teams.
Hold on, listen. I said how I think should be on it. I'm not. That's just me particularly. That's me. I like Reggie Miller. That's all. I'm just saying. But the point is, if you could reach back and go get Reggie Miller, you should have reached back and go get Bernard King and Alex English. Now, if you want to reach back and go get them guys and take Reggie off, I'm fine with that too. But my points, all my point is Bernard King and Alex English should have been on the list. Period. And to Brother Richard's point, you made a good point. And Vince Carter, okay. Again, names who are not on there. That's why I wrote those names down.
And have modern day players and not have Vince Carter, who put Canadian basketball on the map and brought up a franchise with himself. How do you say he's not
single-handedly? And then that revolution dunk contest go
revolutionized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm totally baffled.
Your history. Every All-Star game, you are seeing his dunk contest, and that's why.
And listen, hold on, my fault, Double J. I'm glad you said that, because if that's all inclusive, you got some modern stars that don't even get in dunk contests or don't participate in that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
But you get the same. But see, I'm glad you brought that up, man. It's bogus. The list is bogus.
It's
bogus.
It's an All-Star game. You don't have to participate in no dunk contest.
No, but what I'm saying to you though, those who have,
if you're legit.
But we know why he's saying that. We can dismiss him. We know his argument is an excuse for somebody else. Let's move on.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Let's
listen,
watch
the intro.
That's a good statement. If I were you, I would say that too. But no, that's not the reason.
No, you wouldn't say that, because my boy went to the dunk contest and did his thing. Don't play with me.
Yeah,
dude, he had a foot on the line. He had a foot on the line.
My boy went to the Rucker and did his thing. My boy never shied away. He went to the dunk contest.
You talking about Kobe? You talking about Kobe? I know you're talking about my bad.
Okay, so wait. Why you wave your hand when he said Kobe? Why you dismissive about Kobe?
Because number 8 is a beast. Number 24 is a dog. I got nothing to say about Kobe.
All right, thank you. Mind your manners, young man. That's all.
I have nothing bad to say about the Mamba.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's all we're telling you. Mind your manners.
Okay.
Hey, when you go to a Mamba game, you got your money's worth every game. I can't say nothing about that.
Like I said, when you used to see the Mamba, some of these guys, you make sure you got your popcorn. But when the Mamba was involved, you had to have a pen and pad. You know what I'm saying? All right. And on that note, it's been fun, but we got to run. We appreciate all of y'all for listening and staying with us for this long. Don't forget to check us out right here on StreamYard Sundays at 8 on the PM side, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram now, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Oh, please. As well as the shop's Facebook fan page. And excuse me, if you would be so kind to subscribe to our, did I say subscribe or subscribe? I don't know. To our YouTube channel, we'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my mans, Be Rich, Tariq on our boxing segment, Double J, and TJ, aka Speaking for the King. I'm Barbershop J. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. And for all those who follow and support us. See, that's my bad. See how y'all got me? We say thank you. My bad. I'm Barbershop J. Excuse me. And you've been listening to the Shop Report. Oh, and remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Oh,
just like a chain fan to the suspect.